Hello, welcome to Kingston Library's ebook review for today. I haven't done an ebook review for a little while, but I'm very happy to be back. Today I'm going to be reviewing a book that is available as an ebook on Libby and Overdrive. It's the book I finished most recently, and I absolutely loved it, and it offers the perfect escapism for at the moment as well, which I think is perfect for readers. And it is The Garden of Evening Mists by Twan Eng. I hope I said that right. Lovely cover as well. But it is a sort of historical fiction book set in the 1950s in Malaysia, just after the Japanese occupation had ended. Or I suppose it's actually split between two timelines, so the 1950s and then present day. And it follows the life of a young woman called Yun Ling, who, during the Japanese occupation during the Second World War, was a prisoner of war and lived in a prisoner camp with her sister. And it's about what happened to her and what happens to her in the 1950s, just after the war ended, where she goes to stay with a family friend in the Cameron Highlands in Malaysia, and she actually becomes an apprentice to a Japanese gardener. And there's a lot of conflicting issues around that, because Yun Ling was a prisoner of the Japanese, and now she is working for a Japanese gardener who, although he didn't have any part in the war, is still Japanese. But it's about how their relationship grows, and it's actually a really lovely relationship that grows between them, and how through her working in this Japanese garden and creating this wonderful place of serenity, she actually learns to heal a little bit and overcome some of the issues that she was dealing with after the war. The book then also jumps forward to a present-day Yun Ling who is much older and is sick and knows that soon her memories will fade and she will no longer remember the things that she went through. And so she returns to the Cameron Islands, visits the garden again, and she decides to document all her memories and what she went through and the journey that she made with, I'm going to pronounce his name, I'm reading the back of the book, I'm going to pronounce his name and I hope I don't get it wrong. Aritomo, he's the Japanese gardener. And she reflects on her friendship and relationship with him and what happened to him and how she changed as a person through her time with him. In the present day, Yun Ling learns a lot of new things about Aritomo and about herself as well. And it's a great book about healing and about connection to nature and how nature can help you heal. And it's also a really touching read, because obviously it was set to the backdrop of post-war. There are a lot of heavy emotions in the book, but it isn't a sad read necessarily. It's quite an uplifting read really in the end. But Twan Eng's writing is just so beautiful, and the imagery he creates, especially when he's describing the garden and the nature that Yun Ling is surrounded by, it's just amazing. I absolutely loved it, and it, like I said, it provides the perfect escapism at the moment, which is what everybody needs, I think. So I would wholeheartedly recommend this book, which is why I'm doing a review. But it is available, like I said, on Libby and Overdrive as an ebook, so go ahead and get borrowing, and if you read it, let me know what you think. Thank you.